Oh, right. The trade deadline was this past, I believe,
And a
Wednesday.
very quiet trade deadline.
Very quiet, excluding one name, that being the very, very franchise. Wow,
Super
I
Bowl
messed up.
franchise.
This is a wild show
face of
today,
the
boys.
franchise.
Face of the Denver Broncos, Von
Super Bowl
Miller.
champion. The man played with Peyton Manning. He's a force off the edge. Oh my god, he's so good.
And now he's a Los Angeles Ram.
Yeah,
He joins that defense with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
That
this
pass
is
rush
this is Rams
not.
2.0 from
How-
when they lost to Brady in the Super Bowl.
How do they? So first of all, how do they afford this?
So
Money.
they gave a second rounder and a third rounder for next year, which I don't really understand. And Denver is paying $9 million of the $9.7 million owed to Von Miller.
Oh my goodness.
So Los Angeles is only paying him $722,000
oh my goodness.
for the year.
That
Von Miller is a free agent at the end of the year.
That pass rush is deadly.
It's about to be ridiculous, yeah.
I feel so bad. I'm gonna feel so bad for Russell Wilson when he comes back. I'm gonna feel bad for Garoppolo and Kyle. Dude, what do you do? You can't double team both of
You
them.
pray. You hope that they don't get to the quarterback.
Like
Yeah.
that is
What else are you gonna do? Try
they
to block them? Huh.
they need to veto this.
It's
It's
not
too late.
getting vetoed. It's
too late. Yeah, it's too late. But my God, that is
So,
horrifying.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, Los Angeles just became like they just bought in completely to this year.
Yeah, they tweeted like a minute after they did it. They tweeted
And they
like
have-
all in. And they does a GIF. I don't know.
GIF.
I say GIF.
It's GIF.
They also have Leonard Floyd. The Rams.
Huh?
Leonard Floyd.
He's been on the team.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
say
saying he's also a big part of the defense.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna
Okay,
say
fine.
Jalen Ramsey's the bigger part of the defense.
Jalen Ramsey is the hugest part of the defense.
No, Aaron Donald's the
I think
hugest part.
I think Jalen Ramsey's the best he's the best short down corner in the league.
But Aaron Donald's the best defensive player
Yeah.
of
Uh,
our past 5 years.
he's up there with JJ.
Yeah, I feel like I'd take Aaron Donald though, because Aaron Donald stays on the field. That's the
But
difference.
yeah, you add this
Wow.
to the MVP season Stafford's having.
The receiving core.
The receiving core has
the
been
running back.
outstanding. Henderson's been having a good year. Like
they
Los Angeles is firing on all cylinders.
Cooper Kupp is so elusive.
And yeah, they're probably gonna win the thing,
Or lose in the first round.
win the big game.
Yeah, I feel like they are. It's them or Tampa. It's getting. out
I'm
of the
still sticking
NFC.
with the Cardinals.
I don't know. That looked good last week.
That's one game.
And that was also against the Packers too. That was
Yeah.
That-
who was not having their quarterback.
Speaking of
A
which,
Packers team without Devontae Adams.
I'll let
Devontae Adams is starting this
yeah,
week.
I know.
Devontae-
I meant a Cardinal last week.
Oh.
When they played the Cardinals.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID.
Wow.
So
yeah.
After saying he was immunized, which we thought meant vaccinated, but clearly it did not mean vaccinated because he did not get the COVID-19 vaccine.
Two completely
not.
different. Two completely
In
different
lieu
words.
of
Immunized,
some weird
vaccinated.
voodoo stuff with Shailene Woodley, his wife or fiance. I don't know if they tied the knot or they're just
I think they're just engaged.
I don't know.
Good.
But,
Lucky. He's a lucky guy.
Actually, no,
Aaron
he is
Rodgers.
engaged. He said on the Pat McAfee show last year after in the last episode he was engaged.
no,
So he's-
I don't know if they tied the knot though.
They did not tie the knot yet, but I mean, to continue off the basically, he is not. He did not lie to the team. Everyone thought he told the team he was vaccinated, and he just wasn't. But that wasn't the case. He just lied. He just didn't say anything to the media because we all know Aaron Rodgers and media.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
Yeah, they don't like each other outside of the Pat McAfee show. But he basically just said that I'm allergic to some of the substances that's in the vaccine in a nutshell. So he did what he could.
Yeah.
And he didn't like Johnson. He said like the only option was Johnson & Johnson for him because he's allergic to the stuff in the other ones.
Moderna and Pfizer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mRNA vaccine.
And he's
Yeah.
just like, I mean, and honestly, I don't blame him for not trusting Johnson & Johnson.
Honestly.
Yeah, no one injects baby wipes into their arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Outta
Get
here.
it? Because they make baby products.
Yes. That's the point.
Yes.
Did Abby?
My mom got J&J. I think.
Actually, no. My friend Trevor got Johnson & Johnson. He
No,
got like
Abby did as well. She regrets it.
yeah, Johnson & Johnson. Like we all like texted him. We were just like, dude, you're gonna die. But he doesn't care. But I love you, Trevor. But yeah, it's kind of touchy. Like it's a touchy subject because I feel like it's so like there's so many things. I'm like, oh, should you get vaccinated? Should you not get vaccinated? Should we force it on people? Should we not force it on people? So like it's a tough situation for Rodgers, and I feel like it's a tough situation for I think everyone involved, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. He's just gonna get over it
Yes,
probably in a
yeah.
couple weeks, and that'll
He'll
be
be
that.
back next
and then
week.
we'll see how Jordan Love does.
Yeah,
That's
Jordan
very
Lo-
exciting.
In love
that'd
we
be
trust,
fun.
baby.
That is a pick 2 years ago that 2 drafts ago that people didn't like just because like
They
why
have Rodgers.
why
already.
he's still doing it, and it kind of led to Aaron Rodgers, MVP tour, like where he was just angry again.
Gotta love
And he was
angry Aaron
honestly,
Rodgers.
I feel like he was in the conversation again this year.
Oh yeah, he's definitely
Like,
gonna be there. Like we're not gonna have like a solidified like MVP talk really until like probably week 13.
Have we made MVP predictions yet?
No,
Do you guys want to?
I mean
Next
not
week?
really.
we can do it. We can do it as
No,
the
we
weeks
don't
go.
gotta do it
Probably-
now.
I'd say the show before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, show before Thanksgiving, we'll make our MVP predictions.
But yeah, like Jordan Love is like I'm excited to see what he does. Like
Yeah.
Packers are getting I think Lazard back.
They
They
have
got
Devontae
Devontae Adams back. You still have Aaron Jones.
This kid's gonna ball out.
Maybe.
He's got. He,
They're
I mean,
playing-
he's
they're
got.
playing
He's
Kansas
got the
City.
weapon.
They
He's
got-
literally.
they're
He's
playing
got the
Swiss
weapons.
cheese.
Oh,
And they almost lost to the Giants. So like,
yeah,
the Packers would never lose to the Giants. Let me tell you that. Only in NFC Championship games they lose to the Giants. Not in the regular
time on the
season.
biggest stage.
Exactly.
Speaking of former Giants,
Huh?
Odell.
Odell.
How do you like that transition? That was better. Come on.
That one
That was
better.
pretty good.
Thank
Come
you.
back. Please come back. I'm sorry that I spoke mean to you, Odell.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not coming back.
Yeah, but, I'll let you say it.
Odell Beckham Jr. has been released by the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
And,
after a whole week of like just
Yeah,
kind of an
like-
kind of an interesting story.
yeah, I mean, at first, like when the blockbuster trade was announced, obviously this wasn't what they envisioned. Like they thought, like with him and Landry being on the same team, like best friends coming back together. Like the big thing that came with it is just there's only one ball, and that's really
That's what happened.
Odell didn't get his touches. Like, yeah, there's the videos of him being wide open, but sometimes like this quarterback doesn't see it. Like, is that a shot on Baker? Yeah, sure, you can put it on Baker if you want, but it's also like if it's a design play for someone else, then like it's a design play. Like you really there's not much you can really do. Odell's been hurt a lot past 3 years.
And
with
the
Cleveland.
1 year without him too, they had their best.
Yep.
success.
Like it seems like most times out of not when Odell isn't on the field that the Browns are better. So I think this will be better for Jarvis Landry. I think it'll be better for Baker. I
Better
want
for Odell
like
too. I'd say.
yeah, definitely better for Odell. I want Odell to succeed. I've always wanted him to succeed. Like no matter like what type of drama or what's been going on with him, I'm still rooting for him. Because he's just an exciting player. When Odell is on, he is one of the most fun players to watch. When he torched the Jets, what was it, 2 years ago, last year?
Well, he had that 95-yard slant route when we won that game.
Against Baltimore.
Oh, this is against the Browns. This is when he was a
The Browns, yes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, that game, like it's watching him be good is so exciting. So, the one team that I've seen and is getting a little buzz right now, Baltimore.
That
I would-
Lamar Jackson like.
I
tweeted
think
that
part
guy
of
a
it
few
might
times.
be like with him in Hollywood, like it might be a little bit more of like a Jarvis Landry type situation.
Well,
but-
sorry, go ahead.
What?
Hollywood, from what I've seen so far, he really just runs down the field and just Lamar just throws him the ball. He's a fast kid. Let me tell you that. But like, I don't think he's that like similar to Jarvis Landry.
No, it's not that they're similar. It's just that
Oh, you think
there's a
it's
number one guy,
You think it's gonna be there's only one ball again?
one ball. Yeah,
it
that type
could-
of
It could
situation.
very much be a possibility.
And I don't know like if Hollywood definitely would probably go to the 2 and Odell would be the number one guy.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome for Hollywood. He would ball out even more than what he's doing now. But I just don't want that situation to come up where Odell's feeling like he's like an afterthought when he like all this stuff, like where he should be like one of the top guys.
How long do we think it's gonna take for somebody to sign him?
I think he's
Soon.
gonna go. I think he's on
soon.
waivers right now.
He's on waivers. He'll clear waivers probably.
Do you think he will clear waivers?
I think.
I think I'd be surprised if he does, because he's at the end of the day when he's on, as you say, he's a game changer.
Watch him go to the Patriots.
he could,
He could. That would be really good.
but I don't know if he
him.
wants to. I think he wants to go to a contender
The Giants.
or a team that will be a
The
contender.
Giants.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, where would you guys want to see him? That's what
I
was
think you already know
Baltimore.
where I want to see him.
I think you know where you want to see him.
The
Baltimore.
Giants.
You want to see him in Baltimore?
Obviously, like I want him on the Giants again.
Yeah.
That's an obvious. But
But
if,
not with Gettleman.
just as a football person, Baltimore. I want him on Baltimore. I
That's
think that would be
fair.
awesome. I think that would be such a dynamic offense. I think Odell would just have so much fun on that team. And then watch it, like, just remember how
another
fun
tour.
Odell was when he was having fun.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that comes to mind was when
The kicking that.
he threw that ball.
The kicking.
net.
All right.
When he threw
relax about the kicking. Now.
when he threw that ball to Saquon.
that was pretty
That play.
cool.
That's an awesome play.
Well, no, there was the play he made against the Ravens where he had like a 75-yard touchdown off a slant.
Well, that
Yeah.
he always does.
But
that
no,
won the game.
I'm talking about the trick play.
Yep.
Odell threw it to Saquon
It was
deep.
like a deep pay. It was a deep.
It was a
ball.
deep pass, and both of them celebrated. And like, I want to see that Odell again.
That was the last time I think Odell really enjoyed playing football.
I think like
Nah, his return to MetLife was a really good thing when he was in
that
Cleveland.
obviously, but like he hasn't had a lot of good football
Yeah.
in the last couple of years.
I'm trying. You know what would be nice actually? There's a team in Indianapolis that could really use a wide receiver right now.
This is true.
I don't know if they really need a wide receiver. They look pretty.
They look good.
They look like
but
they're handling their own.
What's
Imagine,
T.Y.
imagine
what's T.Y.
Carson.
Hilton's
Imagine
deal?
Carson with Odell.
When is T.Y. Hilton supposed to?
He's got.
Come on.
He's,
Listen, even without T.Y. Hilton, they're fine.
they're
Like,
fine, but
Michael Pittman has become a clear-cut number one receiver in the
Zach
2 years
Pa-
that
Zach
he's
should
been.
Pascal?
not have traded him.
Who?
I traded them. The
Yeah.
50 trade.
Yeah, you
Look, I
did.
dropped the Colts defense and
But
hey, but I did get a running back.
I'm trying to think of teams that could use the Jets obviously. use wide
The
receivers,
Giants could
but
use another wide receiver
Giants
because I
could
don't know
too,
when Kenny
like-
Galladay is supposed to come back, if ever.
I'm trying to
Great
think of,
job,
spots.
great contract.
I mean,
You
Dallas.
liked it when they signed him.
I did, and now he's hurt,
Dallas
and
was
it's
packed.
ridiculous.
Oh, actually, New Orleans.
No,
No, because Jameis isn't our center.
Taysom Hill is.
Taysom Hill is, but
Not even
but-
Taysom Hill. It's Trevor Siemian. I don't know.
Why?
Simeon.
Just put Taysom Hill in.
Because Taysom Hill's hurt.
Oh my own.
So
I-
I don't even know who's like honestly, New Orleans needs a. I don't know how you
Jacksonville?
can go forward. with Simeon. Why would you do that?
I mean, Jacksonville is for Jacksonville. If Jacksonville's top of the waiver wire,
Bro,
right
They're
Trevor
not.
Lawrence to
They're
Odell
not.
Beckham.
Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh my God, Jared
imagine giving
Goff.
Jared Goff Odell.
No, imagine Odell going to Detroit.
Dude,
It'd be
think
awful.
I think Odell would cry.
Yeah,
But
He went to the one place that's worse than Cleveland.
the Texans,
I'm trying to.
the Cardinals.
How are the Yeah, I don't know. What teams don't have a quarterback? What teams have a quarterback that just can't catch the ball?
The Giants.
You go Raiders. Raiders could be one.
Oh yeah, they just lost Rugg. The Raiders.
Oh no.
And do we?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really thinking of a transition there, but like, yeah,
But, I think it's time. That,
yeah. So
oh,
yeah, the
this
Henry,
is where it gets kind of dark.
yeah,
but-
the Henry Ruggs situation got caught. I believe it was Wednesday night. Was it Wednesday
Morning.
night?
It was
It was Tuesday night to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
Caught DUI, driving 157 miles an hour. Struck and killed another driver, killed a female,
And her dog.
And the dog.
and their dog. Yeah. I believe it was 132 miles an hour on impact.
156.
It was 100. He was going 156. Was 132 on impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, terrible situation. I mean, it's just unacceptable at this point. Like,
There's
no
no
one should be having a DUI. Like, with way Ubers and Lyfts work and all that stuff, and especially in a populated city like Las Vegas. Come on.
And you have so much money. 'cause
It's not
you
even the
play
money thing.
Football.
It's just a common sense thing. Like, you want to when you talk about a football player, even if they've done bad things or just an athlete, you want to talk about like the potential there. Like, yeah, okay, he's a first round pick. That Alabama receiving room, like his relationship with Devontae Smith and all this, but like all that's out the window now because someone lost their life. Henry Ruggs killed someone. Like,
And-
that happened. There's really no sugarcoating it.
It's his fault.
It's 100% his fault. He's gonna go to jail for it. He's
Yeah.
released by the
He
Raiders.
should.
Well, he already was cut.
Yeah, he was cut.
cut.
He's gonna go to jail. There's pretty much no sugar with that. He'll definitely get a plea deal because there's no avoiding it. But even with that plea deal, there's
Yeah.
still jail time.
The fact too, he was twice the league. It wasn't like he was like barely. He was twice the legal limit
Mhm.
over, and he was still
he blew 0.16.
like how? Like come on, like how?
Yeah. It's sad. It's unfortunate. I mean, I liked what Derek Carr said, where he was like, "Yeah, I'm always going to support him. Like, he needs love right now," which is true. Like,
He does.
it's a dark situation, but at the end of the day, like he still does need someone to talk to. So I'm very glad like Derek Carr is doing that.
I gotta feel Derek Carr. I gotta feel for
Derek Carr won a lot of fans over.
They
with
should have stayed.
This
they
the past
should have
like
stayed in Oakland.
the past
All
month.
these
The past month, Derek Carr has gone through, like, I mean, the Raiders organization as a whole, that's just been awful.
Yeah,
Like
this just did not help.
I just like, I feel so bad for Derek Carr, man. Like, if the family, it's not even like, especially the family too, that's impact, like anyone
Mhm.
that knew her.
Yeah,
and like, it's just
like this lady woke up, had a normal day, had a normal night, was going home, or yeah, I think going home. It was 3 a.m., so I'd assume she was going home. Going home or left home, and then it happened. Like that's just how fragile life is. But it was so avoidable, which is the sad part. Like the biggest takeaway, it was so avoidable.
Yeah.
Like no one cares that you drank twice over the legal limit. It's that said you got behind the wheel of a car. Like that's the be all end all. Like you just can't do that. Like Ubers exist, especially at 3 a.m. in Las Vegas. Come on, they exist in plenty. Like they probably have, it's probably an oversaturation of them.
Yeah.
So there are ways to get home. You can get your car in the morning. Someone else can drive your car. There are so many ways to get around this, and it just didn't happen. And now someone lost their life. A promising football player loses their career. But again, like I said, the biggest takeaway: someone lost their life, and that's the biggest thing in all this.
And the thing is too, whether they lost the life or not, it's just still like it's just unexcusable. Like as you said, there's so many different ways. Like Derek Carr said in his press conference, like if he would have texted me, I'm up and I'm picking him up.
Yeah.
Like he had so many other options, and he just chose the one that the worst one.
Yeah, worst
And
possible thing.
I don't. There's just no excuse. Like how do you not know at this point?
Yeah.
After everything that's happened, like the amount of DUI accidents, the amount of times they push it onto people and saying this is just a no-go. How do you not know at this point? How do you not know what's right?
Yeah.
And now he's got to pay for it. And I will probably see a good amount of time behind bars.
I'd imagine.
At least.
Killed somebody.
I'd say at least 10 years.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, like, just how the courts work, it's going to be like a plea deal. So
it's ridiculous.
Because it won't go to court or anything, a lot of the charges will be tacked down.
It's ridiculous.
That's just how court works, man. That's literally how everything works. He'll probably go to jail for, I'd assume, 10 to 12 years, but Kyle did say like manslaughter laws are different in Nevada. So it could end up that he goes longer, which probably should be the case.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really want to weigh in on the sentencing too much just because I'm not really too into law or anything. But yeah, no, I mean, that's just the way it is. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. Vin, any final thoughts?
I mean, like,
excuse me.
Like, I don't care that he's a football player. You're a human being that just murdered another human being, or you took another person's life. You should go away for the amount of time that a normal person would, who doesn't play football, and who's not a celebrity. He should just be behind bars, probably for the rest of his life. Yeah, it's not acceptable. But that's me.
All right. All right, we got predictions next.
We got predictions next. Much more lighthearted.
Much more lighthearted. So
Back-to-back
much
weeks,
more
though.
positive.
All right.